Alright everyone, welcome back to another game. Today we are still in the first Brood War tournament, but we're making a lot of progress. So this match today that I've got for you, and I think I was told I can shift tab the colors. There we go. So in the bottom right, on Polypoid, is the blue Protoss, and that's I Am So Cool, or I'm So Cool. And then in the top left, we have Javi, the red Terran. And so, the cool thing about this is, you know, a part of the StarCraft Underground tournament, the first one, the first Brood War tournament, but this is the semifinals. So we're actually getting towards the end of our very first tournament that has fired. And it's been a lot of fun. And there's been a lot of skill disparity, as you've probably seen from some of the replays, and also if you're a part of StarCraft Underground, then you've probably felt it a little bit by either stomping your opponents or getting stomped if you're me. But once the winner of this match in the winner's bracket, this is the winner bracket semifinals, by the way, then they will make the finals. And the players that make it to the finals will level up into a higher bracket of tournament play, where the skill disparity will likely be lower. Now, I'm sorry, yeah, lower. Less variability. Everyone will be a little bit better. But yeah, right now, excited to see what happens. I've played both of these players in the bracket, or at least in the brackets that we have going on, and I can tell you what, they are each complete powerhouses and definitely favorites here in the bracket. Right now we got I'm So Cool doing his scout, sending his probe off to the bottom left. No scout as of yet for our Terran player. It's generally around 13. Yeah, this is when he's sending that SCV out. Looks like both players might be going for kind of a clockwise scout. We'll see where this SCV heads off to. Yeah, he's gonna veer off to the right, I think. But yeah, no cheese or anything that we've noticed as of yet. Cybernetics Core, Gateway, standard refinery, barracks, supply depot, probably a second depot going down here soon. Yeah, there it is. And I really want to see Javi's take on TVP. It's a matchup that I find quite a struggle. I pretty much fold whenever Dragoons get range, then it's just a nightmare for me. We'll see how it goes. Right now we have some harass with the probe. It's going to get shooed away by the Marine. No worries there. Does look like Javi's making a couple of Marines, probably just to fend off any early Zealot pressure. We do have a Zealot kind of walking straight across the map. Don't think it'll run into this SCV, so there's not going to be any kind of early signs on where, you know, Javi's opponent is. Javi also opting to check both of these corners first prior to checking the cross spawn location. Continued Marine production, probably going to stop at 3, I would expect, and then getting his factory underway. The very standard play, we're going to see some micro opportunities here. Probe taking a few hits. The Zealot's going to continue running right in there. We'll see if Javi is able to take this Zealot out. With the SCV, it should be a given. Shouldn't be an issue, unless this SCV just runs right into it. Is that a bunker? Yeah, he's going to get a bunker down. He'll be able to shoot away this Zealot, pop into the bunker, and a Dragoon is on the way. Now, Dragoon range is being upgraded for our Protoss player, as well as an expansion already underway for I'm So Cool. The Zealot's just going to get sniped right off with that Vulture showing up. Yeah, not much going to happen here. Dragoons will hang out and play. We'll get that machine shop up and running, and we'll see if Javi's able to go straight into tank production, or if he's going to make a few more Vultures and maybe get some mines researched before going out onto the map. This sneak an SCV into this base. So I think this is a scouting SCV finally finding his way. He will likely see the Robo facility. So big assumption here would be, you know, shuttle play, reaver play, potentially in the near future. Don't see the observatory down yet. So we will have to see getting the barracks up and moving. Not sure if he's going to try to add that to the wall or if he's going to just float it around for some vision if he's going tanks. He's not right now. He is doing the Vulture mine route. And once he has 3, I think he'll probably try to push this goon away. Or at least he'll check to see if there's more. Yeah, we see the 3. He's gonna come out. And he's just gonna bypass, yeah. A tank is on the way in the base as well. I haven't seen him laid mines. Yeah, it is research though. There we go. Okay. Trying to secure this high ground or at least deny it. Keep vision as Dragoons and Zealots approach. and that Dragoon's not going anywhere. Oh man. Okay, so it's just gonna chill there in the middle of a minefield. Sorry, I got an absolute kick out of that. I thought that was awesome. And all of that without taking too much damage on the vultures. Great job by Javi. Whenever I try to do anything with vultures against Dragoons, I just get blown up. So tank is out. Siege is being researched. We're up to 2 factories. Down here, a little bit of a pylon wall going up. This is to keep those vultures out of the base, out of the natural. And plugging the hole with the Dragoon. That'll be effective. He does have that that shuttle out now. Javi did see this, right? So I'm curious to see if that's gonna play into any of his math at all. Whether he goes engineering bay first or an academy first when he starts to think about detection. Does have an armory on the way. Not what I clicked, but where I showed up here. And the Dragoons are coming back. So they weren't able to like keep him in the base for too long. I imagine, well, I guess we're still a couple minutes out from a third, but I'm wondering if he's going to take this triangle third over here, or if Javi's going to take that one up there. And Javi's also going to be, it looks like, applying some of the pressure here. Okay, so we do have a Reaver and some Zealots on the field. Now, he's going to probably use this here, and depending on these Reaver shots, you get a lot of damage. Okay, Reaver is down, very close to triggering this mine. It's going to trigger, okay, but he does pick it up. And I know there's a way, and I don't know how, you know, what the micro intensity is of it, but I know that you can drop a Reaver, trigger the mine, have it blow up, and pick up the Reaver before it, like, dies or takes damage. According to watching pros play. But I have no idea how difficult that actually is to accomplish. Okay, I am so cool. Does have an observer out on the field now, so he's going to go and get a read. I don't think there's any type of detection yet. It does look like Javi is building his engineering bay and academy. So we'll be probably seeing some ComSat stations go down here soon. And he did see the Reaver, so the defense, in lieu of having turrets or anything like that, he does have 1 Goliath, is putting some of these mines out here. And I am so cool, totally aware of the technique. Drops the Zealot to kind of soak some of those up. Alright, we do have Reaver in the main. Gets 1 vulture, gets picked up, but this Goliath is so powerful against this shuttle. Needs to be very careful here. But overall, not bad, right? A couple Zealots, got the vulture, cleared a mine. Good hold by Javi. Reaver still lives. Pretty effective, just kind of like poke right there. Is going to force a reaction, and behind this, I Am So Cool is going to be getting his 3rd. We have a 2nd Reaver on the field now. Don't think... Yeah, he's going to keep it with the 1 shuttle. The shuttle has taken a couple hits from that Goliath, though, so does need to be very careful with it moving forward. Does look like a potential for a 4th base to go up here. So I'm So Cool, definitely trying to, you know, poke and prod with this Reaver harass, while also expanding and taking up as much of the map as possible, getting that economy lead. Alright, Goliaths are heading back. Just kind of poking around, keeping an eye out. The turrets are going down up here on the southern portion of the main. Oh no. Oh no. Get out of there. I'm so cool. No, 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 no. Drop the Reavers. Oh my gosh. Okay. That is a huge tipping point. I wouldn't be shocked if we saw a little bit of a move out because of that. 2 Reavers and a shuttle going down. That is huge damage. Javi macroing up though. Okay, that's what he's working on. He's working on getting that 3rd base built. I know a lot of builds have that kind of trigger around 9:30 start time, so He's right on that timing. Going up to 5 factories. Getting his upgrades. I don't know the names of all the builds, but this looks very similar to what, you know, in my research is like what the 5 fact plus 1 build. The one, and I only know that because that's the one I always try to do. It's never successful, but I try. What was that? I don't know if he shut a mine or what. He's going out there dropping mines, being annoying. Getting those vultures out and about. Now, there's nothing he's going to be able to do here with this level of Dragoons. Even if you brought both of these up, like, Javi's position here is absurd. And combined with the Goliaths, it would be very tough for a shuttle to get in there as well. But with all that being said, like, I'm so cool. If he can hold what I expect to be a pretty, like a push that's going to be coming pretty soon, I imagine, with this kind of army and the fact that he's been on 2 bases for so long and he needs to make something happen, I think. He might wait until he gets +2 up and running. I don't know. I don't know what he's exactly waiting for. But with that being said, I'm So Cool is almost at double the worker supply. So his army supply is actually far behind the power level of what this Terran army is. In the meantime, while Javi's getting, yeah, so he is getting his +2 up and running for weapons, and then +1 for armor. And that'll probably be the trigger for the timing that he shoots for there. 2-1 timing. Dragoons are chilling, mines are being laid. CC is floating. Okay, so I wasn't sure if he was going to go down south or if he was going to take the eastern one. It does look like he's poking here. Oh, okay, so he's going to go for the mineral base, but he wants to clear it first. Okay. I don't think that this is going to be a push-push. I think he's just trying to secure the path between the natural and this mineral-only base. So I expect he's going to, you know, arrange his army, get the CC down, be good to go. Alright, these Dragoons might catch some of these mines, clear them out. These Dragoons gonna make short work of these vultures. Yeah, they're not gonna get anywhere. They're completely surrounded. Ooh, I'm not sure if he did see the Templar, though. But you know what? The forecast today is storm. And I'm sure there's a better way of saying that, a better joke. I couldn't think of anything. But yeah, storm's coming. I'm sure of it. We saw it being researched earlier, and that's a pretty juicy storm target, I would say. Ah, everyone decides to move around. Would have made for a cool storm. All right, let's see if these mines get anything done. Nah, he's just gonna clear it. He's at that point where you can just move around and knock them out without much issue. Okay, so it does land here at the mineral base. Immediately goes for a comsat. We're probably gonna be seeing, I don't know if there's much of a transfer going on, but a lot of finagling with the army here. Now, I know in a previous game, I think it was Javi versus Rice Hat. I might be confused on who is playing, but this is always a hugely contended area on this map, it seems like. This ramp leading up into the all-mineral base. Alright, Reaver's lobbing in some scarabs, getting some free damage here. Or I should say 15 minerals, right? I think that's what a scarab costs. Siege takes sieging up. Oh no, they're being drawn in. Okay, so I'm So Cool does pull them back. I sincerely hope he doesn't lose this shuttle, especially with the Reavers in them. This Goliath group here is on the hunt. I don't know if they have range. Oh my gosh, please don't lose it. Don't lose it. Oh, another shuttle with 2 Reavers goes down. Goliaths, man. Goliaths. They come out of nowhere. Another Nexus going down. So lots of economy, lots of expanding. Production is looking pretty good. We got 10 gateways, 11 gateways, 1 robo. I'm just kind of poking around, seeing what else is built, if there's any other infrastructure. It looks like pure gateway at the moment. Is getting another shuttle up and running. I'm curious to see how I'm So Cool approaches this position. because it looks pretty gnarly. You have science vessels up. Those are going to be able to keep the observers down. They're going to be able to put D-matrices on tanks that are being surrounded by zealots. Very, very useful. EMPs as well, which is actually on research right now, so that'll help against the High Templar. I gotta say though, I definitely prefer the StarCraft 2 EMP over the StarCraft 1 EMP. Oh man, how's he seeing this? That's pretty good. I guess these Goliaths are providing vision. Oh right, I'm so cool does spread out, but there is just so many tanks here. I don't see this going very well, but the storms are breaking this position wide open. Is there much left? Okay, sitting at 65 energy with 1 Templar remaining. Didn't see how many he showed up with, but that was huge. That felt like a very efficient trade for I Am So Cool. Got cannons up everywhere, which is a must when you're facing someone with so many vultures. They can come out of nowhere. I'm So Cool banking a lot of minerals here. A lot of it converting over to zealots and increased, you know, expansions. This has been a good game. Both players really respecting each other's like skill as well, right? Like I said, we're in the semi-finals in this bracket. Definitely a lot of good players have been playing in StarCraft Underground. And I don't know if these players really know each other, and I don't even remember if they've played each other. I might have even casted them playing together. I don't know. But they seem to be just like pairing each other's moves. And I haven't really seen Javi. Javi hasn't really pushed too hard. You know, Javi's been doing a really good job of not overextending. I'm So Cool's been doing a really good job of not overextending. And both are, it appears, kind of just building up for a late game, but this push right here. And I mean, we saw the Observer's gonna get some vision on it now, but this is just doesn't stand a chance. His best chance right now is to just kind of slow this down. And luckily, okay, it stopped. But like, if this continues to push and those tanks start leapfrogging forward, this is gonna be a real struggle, I think, for I Am So Cool to deal with. I hear it. What's shooting? Okay, a Zealot died somewhere. Ooh, okay, I'm So Cool. Moving up north. Now, he needs to be careful because this position right here, luckily there's no tanks. Oh my gosh, he got so fortunate there's no tanks. There's a couple of mines, but that'll be fine. Zealots will tank those, and he'll eliminate this. But the thing is he's either going to be trapped up here, fighting a small force, or this counterattack is going to be huge. Okay, so we are opting to bring a large number of the tanks up here. Javi is opting to annihilate the Protoss army. And then I think once this is gone, it's going to be probably curtains. Like, this is the main force, and with this many tanks, Javi's going to be able to just march straight across the map, I think. Another shuttle goes down. Okay, so I Am So Cool. GG does leave. Right now we're sitting at a 0-1 record. So Javi, taking the first game. Let's go to the next game in the series. Very cool. So the next game is going to be on Dominator. 3-player map. It has generated a lot of good games so far for the bracket. I like this map. I think it's really interesting. Okay, cool. The shift tab stayed on. So we're sitting with the Red Terran here at the 3 o'clock. That's Javi. He's coming off that last round win. So he is starting the series, or he's now 1-0. And this is a best of 3 series. So it's a semifinals, but we do best of 3 semifinals. And the winner of the winner's bracket, which would be the winner of this series, will go into the finals with 1 map win. So that's kind of the advantage. That's the incentive to not going down to the loser's bracket. Then we've got I Am So Cool down here in the 7 o'clock position. What I have noticed, both these players generally trying to do clockwise initial scouts. So if that remains the trend, we can expect Javi to go straight over here. check on the Protoss player. While I'm so cool, probably scouts up here where I think this is, you know, where that third base is. But yeah, so far, this has been a great time. I know I've been doing a lot of Brood War matches as well. And I did one StarCraft 2 match. And if you want to see also some of the matches that were cast, I'm not doing all of them for the brackets because with the skill disparity, there's a lot of like less enjoyable or entertaining matches to watch. But anyway, back to my point. I plan on doing a bunch of these, but I'm thinking I'm going to do them as the brackets get closer to the end and kind of work towards, you know, that whole story, as opposed to doing like one in Brood War and then one in StarCraft 2 and then one on the Brood War 2 bracket. Because this is the Brood War 1 bracket, and we number the tournaments, and we're currently on, I think, the 4th one. I think we're on Brood War 4, and they're all being played simultaneously. So I think both Javi and I Am So Cool are a part of several different ongoing brackets. And with that being said, if you're stumbled across this channel, which I kind of doubt it, if you're watching this, you're probably already a part of StarCraft Underground, but if you're not, then I highly recommend joining. It is really cool. It's the only tournament I'm aware of that is as flexible in timing and opportunities to play, and that's why it was made, right? To make it easy for people to get games in without the stress of having to sit down and block a time off on like a Saturday, and time zones get weird, etc. So anyway, we do see clockwise scouting from both. Aha, called it. I promise I didn't watch these games beforehand. It just seemed to be a trend. And then, pretty standard opening here. Getting the factory down. Looks like both players just doing their normal builds. After this, we'll likely see an expansion. Yeah, he did only do one Marine. Okay, so we're working up 2, 3 Marines. Get the factory up. Okay, there's the second supply depot. Probably slap a bunker down after he gets his CC. Keep it all very standard. Oh no, the Marines didn't kill it. Oh, it's more of an annoyance than anything. Forcing a cannon right off the bat. I may not have the... You know what? That's probably just a result of... Oh, okay, he canceled the cannon. I wonder if he saw something or didn't see something. I think it was the fact he hadn't seen this start yet. And he saw just a couple Marines. You'll have to let me know. Like, I don't know if that's just a battle drill for Protoss and I've been missing it. But, like, at a certain point, like, throw down the cannon. And, you know, at another point cancel it if it's no longer needed. But did go up to go forge before Cybernetics Core to get those cannons up, protect against a lot of the early vulture work that Javi tends to do. That most Terrans tend to do, I guess. But only has 2 Marines this time. Last time he was forced out to make at least 3. And he is also going siege mode right off the bat. Okay, so we are seeing a deviation here from... Okay, there's the third one. From the standard kind of like 3 vulture move out. And he's going straight into tanks. Okay, so we are going to see a very early push is what it looks like to me. Now, I'm wondering if he's going to push with like 1 tank, the 3 Marines, and like some SCVs, or if he's going to wait for the second one and then push with 2 tanks and then just have like vultures catch up as he's going. Those are a couple of the things that I've seen from other high-level players. A couple gateways going down. Curious what this guy's up to. Where are you going, buddy? He's gonna chill right there. I don't know what this is about. I really don't I don't have the game knowledge to get what's really happening here. Might just be trying to secure this. Oh, you know what? He might just be there to be a part of the push when it goes out. Okay, so we do have 2 tanks. Now, if he's going to do an early push, this is when I would expect it to probably go. But I guess not. Okay, Dragoon does come up here to look. There must be something that I'm missing from like a meta perspective, because then I don't know why the Dragoon came up here other than to maybe prevent like a mine being laid. But also, as opposed to the last game, there's not a whole lot of there's a lot of information lacking for both players. Like last game, we saw a lot more aggression early on from our Protoss player. Did get pushed back pretty quick. I think to counteract that this time, Javi went to tanks. I thought it was going to be an earlier push. But, you know, he did stop the marine making and stuff, so I don't know. Definitely seems like both players are reacting to how the beginning of the last match went. This is a bit of a wider choke, too, so these pylon walls is a little bit longer. Oh, stim. We're going to see a little bit more bio play. Okay, so we're going to see like a tank marine push coming here, and we got 3 barracks going up. Now, this is really interesting because Javi hasn't really looked into the base or has the information of what's going on. I'm so cool. But around 6:30 is when you need to start expecting potential for drops. Okay, and he is getting those turrets down. Okay, I hadn't noticed the turrets. And he was scouting up for this expansion. Okay, so he does see that the expansion is being taken. Maybe that's why the SCV came up here. I think it might be timed to this. Observatory, getting observers out. Gonna go take a peek in here. I'm so cool. Decent supply lead over the Terran. Pretty normal at this point in the game. Wow, 5 racks. Started with that tank production early though. I wonder what the trigger is here. I don't know this build. 6th rack. I don't know why that was so hard to say. 6th racks. It's like that tongue twister of saying toy boat over and over again as fast as you can. CV transfer coming up. Not seeing any Reavers or shuttles this time. Getting air weapons upgraded. Okay. So as a response to the mass vulture tank we saw last time, maybe doing something a little bit different. I don't know how the transition to carriers works. But we also don't see... I guess we have to wait for the starport to finish. Where is the starport anyway? Did he hide it up here? Was I staring right at it and missed it? Since everything just looks like a bubble. What the heck is it? Whatever. It's out there somewhere. Oh, it's way down here. The interface was in the way. And another one. Okay. Powering up real hard. A lot of Marines, though. And a lot of medics. Man, he is powering up right now. And he's keeping them hidden. Oh, dear. That's the sound of a push. And this observer is going to catch it all. And... I don't know if being out in the middle of the field, maybe he wants to buy time. That's probably what he's doing. Fleet beacon, maybe wait until he can get some carriers. With this many Marines, though, carriers aren't the greatest. Like, they're awesome. They're always awesome. Don't get me wrong. But he doesn't have time to get the numbers up. Is this going to crush for the Protoss? No, there's too many tanks. Now, he's producing Dragoons as fast as he can. No upgrades on these Dragoons. We're sitting at least 1 upgrade for armor for the Marines. And what does that do? So 20, 40, that's just enough to make it 3 hits from a Dragoon instead of 2. Absolutely huge. And that's, I don't know if it's concussive or whatever. And that was it. I'm So Cool just saw this huge, massive Marine tank. Well done. Well done by our Terran player. Very good games by both Javi and I Am So Cool, both of which have absolutely wrecked me. I think both of them in this bracket. Man, No, that would be impossible because they're both in the winners bracket. But they're definitely phenomenal players and cool dudes. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you're curious and would like to join, we always have a tournament sign up, always going for both Brood War and StarCraft 2. And hop in. It's a great time. I'll put the Discord link in the description. And congratulations to Javi, who will go into the finals. And not only that, but guarantee a slot in the level 2 brackets. And he's right now the first player to have that confirmed in all of SC Underground. So anyway, talk to you later.